Hi, I'm Rod. Welcome to my channel. Today I am listening to Butcher Shop perform Wasteland. So here we go. So that was The Butcher Shop with Wasteland. I like that. The rhythm section was great in that, and then on top of that you put the guitars and Tex Perkins' vocals. The was kind of getting vibes of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. But yeah, when you have that rhythm section and then the guitars by Spencer P. Jones and Kid Congo Powers on top of that, it's, for me anyway, it's a great sound. Really enjoyed that. And Tex Perkins is, at least to me, a great singer. Definitely one of my favourites in the, at least in the Australian scene at the moment. So a bit about how this all came about. This is from something Tex Perkins said or wrote in 2007. The roots of the Butcher Shop. Although recorded in 1988 and 1989, the roots of the Butcher Shop EP and LP go back to 1983, when the great American band The Gun Club arrived in Australia to tour in September 1983. They were without guitar player Jim Duckworth and drummer Terry Graham, apparently leaving the group just before the others, Jeffrey Lee Pierce, Patricia Morrison and Kid Congo Powers departed for Australia. Taking up the suggestion from the local promoter, the band hired Spencer P. Jones and Billy Pommer Jr. as their replacements. That's both Spencer and Billy were in Australian cowpunk band The Johnnies, another great live band from the pub scene, the pub rock scene. I'm not sure if the Johnnies, I think this was pre-Johnnies. I'm not completely sure about that. It was a great tour. The band was on fire and nobody was disappointed. Being a friend of Spencer, I too fell in with this bunch of pirates, and Spencer, Kid and I became fast friends. We promised ourselves that one day we would record something together. A year later, Kid wrote me a letter saying the Gun Club were grinding to a halt and that I should get on a plane and come to London as soon as possible so we could start a new band. This was the ill-fated Fur Bible. I've actually never heard of that band. I don't know whether they recorded anything. And to cut a sad story short, I lasted 3 months in London before returning to Australia. The Fur Bible broke up and Kid went on to join Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Years passed, then in mid-1988 the Bad Seeds toured Australia, and so briefly the trio of Spencer, Kid and I were reunited. A midnight to dawn recording session was quickly organised. Billy came on board to play drums, and Phil Clifford of local group Box The Jesuit played bass. It was a pretty wild and fucked up session, filled with whatever it took to get us to the end of the night, and by 6 a.m. producer Tony Cohen had smeared the tapes with 3 slabs of filthy proto-grunge, a term not widely used at the time, not even by us. We called ourselves the Butcher Shop. The night ended and we all went our separate ways. Early next year, the Hard For You EP was released on Black Eye Records. Another lineup of the Butcher Shop came together later in the year to play a few shows, record an album, and generally have a good time hanging out and making a racket. Friends of mine, Lachlan, McLeod and Pete Hartley joined on guitar and drums. This lineup of the Butcher Shop, Phil's, Pete, Lachlan and me, actually all lived in the same squat together, known as the Gunnery. So many hours of jamming was no logistical problem for us. The album Pump Action was recorded with Phil Punch at his studio Electric Avenue in late 1989. It took 2 days to record and 2 to mix. It was released on Black Eye Records in 1990. So that was from Tex Perkins in 2007. Hard for You EP was released in 1988. Wasteland is track 3. And playing on this was on bass Philip Clifford, drums Billy Pommer Jr. Guitar Kid Congo Powers. Kid Congo Powers has played in some great bands. The Cramps, the Gun Club, the Bad Seeds, plus his other collaborations and bands he's been in. The now I can't think of his current band. It's based on it comes from a David Bowie lyric, a line in one of his songs, Pink Monkey Birds or something like that. Vocals and guitar Spencer P. Jones, and vocals Tex Perkins. It was recorded by Tony Cohen. So I really enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is by liking, subscribing and commenting. It all helps, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.